Blue Warrior shot the food. Just in case you wanted to know which colour warrior it was that shot the food, apparently it's the Blue Warrior. Bananas in chat, thank you so much, Jedi Phoenix. Also, hello Nobby Nuts. Yes, the microphone was muted for a moment there at the beginning. Banana burgers. That sounds disgusting. So yes, refresh your chat if you can't hear anything. Obviously, great instructions there. And if you can't see anything, you might be blind. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I just say whatever now. Orbos says, X pre-stream music was amazing. Yes, that was the amazing music of Devin Townsend with the Devin Townsend Project playing the song called Save Our Now. Really great song. That goes into a really heavy one after it, which I was considering playing as well. Absolutely beautiful song called Kingdom with some of Devin's best ever vocals. We're playing on Hermitcraft today. Who is excited? We have lots of those Fallout faces in chat today, it seems. Although that sort of spam isn't allowed, so be careful with the crazy amount of emoticons. Yes, so we got some objectives to do today. We're going to start off with the derpy stuff, and later on we're going to get onto the technical bits. Bam! Who loves this base? I love this base. Randy Nicole says, "Ah, yeah." XB is back on the server as well. I'm scheduled to record something with him soon. Sari333 says, "Have you considered hosting a radio show, X?" Yes. I wanted to do that this Christmas, and I still could. I could probably put something together, do a little playlist, but then also make some notes about things to say in between, like interesting stuff about each of the artists. You know what? If all of you pester and convince me, it'll give me some big motivation to do that, which I'm already motivated to do. I couldn't make up my mind. Should I do a live stream where I just like basically run a radio show and play some tunes and talk about them in between? I've got to do it. It's got to be worth it, right? Like, what am I looking for? String? What chest is string in? I can't remember. Just do it, says Cubic Metal. I like that attitude. Yeah, maybe I should. I'll see if I have the time in the next few days, and then maybe tomorrow even I do like a random sort of radio show. Where is the string? I know where the string is. It's filtered. It's filtered over here. Oh my god. Venom in chat. Hey buddy. Your elevator is broken in 1.9. It's so weird. So much basic redstone stuff gets broken, yet it's not stuff they specifically changed as far as I remember. XBlue Minecraft says, "I saw you used OBS, so I decided to do so too. It's epic when you know how to use it." Yes, it is. OBS is extremely powerful and well written, and I'm using the old one as well. Apparently the MP edition is much more stable. Zegratstudgudb says, "Don't let your dreams be dreams, X." Good point. Danny says, "Hi, what are you doing today?" We're going to be working on a few things. I'm going to grab some string for our first task. Bam! Love doing that. Also, what is this? Can you hear anything back there? That's a spoiler wall. No spoilers here, please. Right, we have got some vines growing. These are actually like all the same type, so we'll have them grow. Now, if I put it there, let's put it here. It's going to remove. Oh, what if I put you? Oh, interesting. So they're all on the outside, which means I can actually have them grow at different heights. So let's say we put that one there. That'll do just nicely. Actually, I want that one to be... we'll leave it alone. So yeah, we're going to basically just start off by letting people arrive while I put down some string to stop the growth. There's going to end up being a lot of string because they can grow in all sorts of directions. Like that is a no-no. Let's break that one below it. Dan Duck says, "Have you ever been to the Netherlands?" Do you know what? I get tons of questions about where I've been. Yes, I've been to the Netherlands, and whereabouts I can't exactly remember. But yeah, I've been to a fair few places around the globe. People always love to know where you've been. Eagle7NL says, love the jazzy music. Yes, this is the music of Bureaucratic. It's jazz hop, which is like jazz meets hip hop. If you like the sound of that, Nujabes is the artist to go to. Like, I don't know if he's like the pioneer. Probably not. Probably someone like DJ Shadow and A Tribe Called Quest have done jazz hop before, but Nujabes from Japan does some of the best jazz hop you'll ever hear. And you probably have no idea how to spell that for those of you that are interested, but I don't know. So I've placed down a few bits of string, and I guess we'll just let it grow and put down some more at another time. Kind of thought that would take longer. Anyway, we are. Where do you get this? Where do you get the music? X Jkish844, Google.com. Just search Bureaucratic. You can see the name of it on your top left. Phenomen is also putting Nujabes in chat, for those of you that want to Google that. So, the plan is today to do some derpy stuff first and then some technical stuff later. We're going to go in search of animals because we need them for the farm projects that we're working on. Oh, it was that one. Let's take some leads. Let's take things that animals like seeds. Rabbit farm, says Dolphin Man. Yes, rabbit farm is one of the things that we want to do. So we'll grab some carrots, some potatoes, and some seeds, and I think that's everything we need to lure them, right? We'll need some food for ourselves. Let's take a bed with us so we can make it daytime all the time, because it might take a while. And let's have a look. We'll also need some fence posts to capture them temporarily. So thinking through, who else can give me a suggestion? Things we need to take with us on this wonderful adventure. TBN Ready says, X, teach me how to be awesome. That's easy, just be yourself. Everyone has some awesome in them, you just got to find it. Bam, right, let's go. And I was just thinking, be careful you say that too. Don't say that to someone like Hitler. Not implying that anyone here is the next Hitler. That's terrible. Oh, wheat! Everyone's screaming wheat in chat. I shouldn't make jokes about that, but I think you should laugh at things that are dark. Because if you can't make fun of it, then it beats you. Right, let's chuck that. These shouldn't be in here. Let's chuck that in there and put those things over there. The rabbits are anything like real life rabbits. You should just put two of them together. Yori, I think that's how they work now. They used to be like pets and they used to work a little different, but... Why potatoes? For the longest time I thought pigs worked with potatoes. I don't know why. That was ages ago as well, so now I just brought them with me. But I used to think pigs work with potatoes. I don't know why I thought that. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's always amused me. And whenever I think of pigs, I think of potatoes now. Food, you will starve, says TBN Ready. Yes, yes. TBN, I don't know what it is you do, but for some reason I continuously pick out your messages in chat. It's just like that. Kato says take an ender chest. Brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant. Teamwork going on here. Don't forget the painted xisumatwo chicken farm. That was me who mentioned that in the video, by the way. E-Rich, yes. We'll build a chicken farm. We probably won't build that one. I've got some other ideas in mind. You know, each time you do a project, you want to find a way to do it differently, so it can be interesting. How much did your computer cost? X, says Pixel Dude. A lot of money. A lot of money. It cost quite a bit, but it was worth it. I brought the right computer. It's going to be good for a couple more years, I reckon. Ender chest and food was the other thing. Should have some more bread in here. Cool. Yeah, I think we're all good now. Maybe a stack of cobble. Always good to have blocks on your hotbar, isn't it? Danny says, X 500k views is near. That's fantastic. What a milestone that'll be. Why do you not repair your armor, says Who Need Name. Probably would have been a good idea to do that. Because I'm lazy, I'd say. I don't know, it's not going to break. At least the boots aren't going to break anytime soon. Right, so first mission is to get some pigs and cows. I don't know where on earth we're going to get them from. But my senses, my spider senses are tingling and they're saying like we should head in this direction. So let's grab... Oh, do you know what? I was going to say we could tie them to a fence post, but that'll actually be terrible because that's probably broken in this one. if we unload the chunks. X bring a water bucket, says Tomed Ibles. That's a good idea, but now that we've left, I think I'll leave it. Definitely a good one. I should have brought it with me. Alright, don't fall down into the hole, either of ya. No, why did that break? Why are you like Super Cow who refuses to follow? There we go. Also, oh god. This is a trap. It's a trap. We're gonna go over this side now. Your bed, says Ryan, is the coolest. Yes, I put it down, made it daytime, and left it behind me. That was all part of the plan. How am I gonna get these across these trenches that I've left? Brilliant. I know how. With some blocks. Okay, let's make this thing 3 wide. Don't mess it up, pig. Oh, look at that. The momentum of me pulling the leads got them across. That's brilliant. Also, we need 2 of each of these, I've just realised. So, while we're in the area, let's actually just tie them up to an oak fence. So we don't have to mess around with that. Do I need a spare hand? Yes. Might have been able to do that with a block. Secret command, drink your TX, says ACOC Flow. Thank you for the reminder, got a mocha chocolate again. Aphelion27 says, music is just the right volume. That's awesome. I do want the music to be a valid part of the stream, you know. I tell you, it'll be really great if, like, and computers should be able to do this. Someone should invent this technology now. You send your stream to Twitch with 2 audio channels. One of them's the music, and the other one is your voice, which is easy because you can separate the inputs on your computer. Now, how cool would that be? Because then people who don't really like the music can sit and listen to me natter on about it without actually hearing it. So we've got pigs over here. I want to find a place with pigs and cows. That might be a little bit tricky. And we've got chickens too. Make It Rain says, sorry I'm late. No problem at all, buddy. You take your time. Do what you got to do. So, just looking for cows. We know where the pigs are. There's also chickens over there, but eggs, so probably not going to fuss about hunting down them. There we go. We've got a cow over here. You're next, my friend, to be captured and led back to our base. Cancerous Twitch mod says slow mode is meh. Interesting username. Slow mode is essential because I am terrible at reading, and if it's moving too fast, it's a little bit tricky. X, have you asked the guys from Zip Crowd about the grid of flowers? Geordie, I passed on what I was talking about in the video to Panda, and he seemed quite interested in it, but you know, he's probably got all sorts of projects going on, so I'll probably message him after the stream, actually, now that you've reminded me, and see if he's looked into it at all. But yes, Panda knows about it. He'll probably be able to come up with something cool. What OBS settings do you use, says Nick917? Well, I've got my my thing hooked up to NVEX, so it uses that to transcode the video and capture it. As for settings, I just stream with the recommended Twitch ones, 3.5 megabytes per second. Nothing too much interesting to say about it. Right, you're next, Piggy. There we go. Don't land on the lily pad, wherever it was. Right, we just need 2 to get them breeding. We should probably start some breeding straight away. So who can tell me? Also, Alyssa Sky asks, X, why don't you prank someone? Well, I'm not much of a... Well, I am. I love pranking. I am a prankster. I never come up with the ideas for some stuff sometimes. I don't know what it is. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Just haven't really had the inspiration, I guess, for a prank recently. But it does need to be done, I know. I guess I want to do a prank that isn't just building something half the time, you know. I want to come up with something like crazy and clever, and it's not too often you get the opportunity to do that. So, got to pick your moments, wait for something cool to come along, and then be like, aha, we can use this for a prank. Right, that's all good. I didn't bring an axe. Oh no. X, I have spiders spawning in your witch farm. Any tips? Orbor, lots of people have been messaging me about that. Even some people who, like someone who has me on Skype, so I've discussed it at length. It seems like there's something off. I don't know what it is. If you're playing on an old world, you might not have the correct hitbox for the witch hut because they updated it in one of the 1.8 updates. So old world means that you need to reset your bounding boxes. And Danny says, I know, prank a sumo by building him a sheep farm. Yeah, we'll do that later. We'll build a sheep farm and call it a prank. These guys are going to try and escape if I don't do this correctly. What were we talking about? The witch farm. So, some people have also, that I've talked to, have done it on brand new fresh worlds. Ones where... Now you try, crafty little fella, isn't he? He's only young, he's just been born, he already knows how to get out of a pen. Yeah, some people have played on brand new worlds and had issues with it, so don't really know what's going on with that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to be just signed up with the bounding boxes. Pixel Dude says, favourite games besides Minecraft? Have you heard of a game called Doom? That's my favourite game right there. I love Final Fantasy VII as well, that's a great game. But here's a little secret for you, I wouldn't really consider myself a gamer, but somehow I've found myself on YouTube and really love doing this. Playing games with you guys. That's what I am, I'm a social gamer. Except it's a one-way system. No, it's not, because you can chat with me through comments and Twitch. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Shut up, X. There's loads of chickens over this side. So now we've got to go and search for rabbits. So who can remember the farms that I'm building? Rabbit, cow, pig, that's 3. Then there's sugarcane. Oh yeah, sheep. We've done sheep. Oh, we've got to find sheep. Okay, we need to find sheep and rabbits. Yes, I now know what we're looking for. What time is it at your place, X? Says Nakamori. It is 20 to 7. Danny says, X, drink your mocha choca. Thanks for the reminder. What_Nother says, Anasuma. What is Mumbo Jumbo Twitch? If you had put that in Google, it would have told you. If you Google Mumbo Jumbo Twitch, you'll find his Twitch channel. Right, so Kenai out for the sheep. We haven't seen any yet. I've also not explored just over this back area, which is full of chickens. And there's a rabbit. We need 2 rabbits. Oh, I remember seeing rabbits around here. Oh, this is all natural, by the way. Decided not to mess with that. So, oh look, another cow. So I remember that there were rabbits in this area. You are coming towards me. You like me. That's good. Come with me now. I had a feeling we might go on an epic adventure trying to find rabbits, which I kind of want to go on that adventure, but it looks like we might not have to. Go on, cow rabbit. Doesn't like 2-eye bits. Even though he's a jumper, are you getting caught under the lily pad? Or do you just not like swimming? There we go. Oh, watch out for that gap. That is actually... I need to take this bit down and sort it out, don't I? You held a carrot, says Sploder. Yes, I was holding a carrot. That's what he likes. He likes the carrots. Right, now he's got 2 reasons to follow me. So I don't see a rabbit friend around here for you. So it looks like we are going to go on an epic adventure. And my gut is telling me... Actually, I'd love to put it down to chat. Estellian, do you mind doing a straw poll? I've got a feeling you'll say not at all, but I feel like it's polite to ask. Right, you are now attached. And we're going to capture you. Bam, okay. Right, that's all good over there. Let's see, what's Estellian? Estellian is chatting to you guys, as always. Doing the moderation. X, how do you have so much drive to play? I've never played a game so much I've lost the drive. Well, Brosif, I have an audience of wonderful people who turn up to like watch every time I play. That just means so much, you know, you can just... You'll enjoy it more because there's all these people with you and it's always fun. Okay, Estellian is asking what straw pole I like. Can you make a straw pole just north, south, east or west? 4 options, north, south, east and west. And then post it in chat. And I'll explain right now, what direction do you think we should go looking in for rabbits? We've got east, which is the one I'd say is going to be a pain to bring them back from. South is where I was originally going to go. Over here we have west, more hills. I thought I saw a sheep, then I realised that was a flower. Or north. So I'll go through it again. We got north. Wait, sorry. North, east, south, and west. So take a vote. And you guys can decide what direction we're going in. That's a way to have a little bit of fun here. Use the straw poll, don't just spam it in chat. Bubbly Joey YouTube says, I am watching your live stream and YouTube. That is crazy. Don't put it in chat, just put it in the straw poll. Everyone's putting it in chat. X, why don't you put a carpet on the fence, says Wezzle? Because I don't have a carpet on me. If I had one, I would totally use that, but we don't have that right now. So, there we go. The straw poll is up. It will now be posted in chat. I'm going to open that up. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for that, I will go... Oh, let's open up the straw poll. I will go down below. Right, I'm going to vote south, because that's where I was going to go. And I'll get a carpet from down below. Oh, north is extremely popular. We've got the results up here live. Yeah, north seems to be winning by quite some bit, but I'll let you guys vote. And I'll pick out a carpet for us, or a few carpets. Wait, where am I looking? There we go, carpets. Bam. Half a stack of those. Just my Twitch account says go the Kanye direction. What is the Kanye direction? Is that all directions? I don't know. Is it no direction? Is it one direction? Right, so north's killing it. West is just... No one's even interested in west. Which way was that? No one likes that direction. Fair enough. Don't know what west ever done to you. Okay, can you guys breed again? That pig is so eager, look. Running from ages away. You can! That's it. Breed again. Let's get the numbers up. That's what we need to be doing with the sheep, really. Because we're going to need 16 of them. Michelle Regtop says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, Merry Christmas. Indeed. I just recorded the episode of Hermitcraft that goes out before Christmas. And then I realised, oh, I forgot to say Merry Christmas in it, but... I'm sure it's not the end of the world. Right, so north is winning by a landslide. I think we're going to call it that. That's our direction to head in. And now I'm just going to reset all of my stream stuff so I can see that everything is going good. There we go. Right, so north is... Bam, this direction. North is what will lead you to the world border, which... I am... Which one's going up? Oh, it's going down. Wait, what? Facing north. But there's a number going... Oh, maybe... Yeah, no, sorry. I'm being an idiot. So when that number goes to 0, that's when you're... Yeah, and then north would be in the negative, right. If any of that made sense, don't even worry about it. Or didn't make sense. X, can you bring back Ark and play with Slip and those guys? Killing Jack, very unlikely I'm going to play Ark again. Got no space to fit it on my computer. It's a very big game, and I've kind of lost interest in it a little bit. I'd like to play some more Survival of the Fittest, but I have to uninstall it and reinstall it, and now I don't have the space to do that, so I kind of don't feel like playing it too much. Did I bring the bed with me? Sumi, you should make a horse/donkey farm. Also, who's ringing me on my phone? Now is not a good time. Okay, so... Wow, this area looks cool. I don't really want to like lose track too much, do I? Where we... Well, fell into a hole. Off to a great start. I guess if we just stick to like a very strictly north direction, it'll be easy to come back. If we hop up on top of here, we can look around. So we've got sheep. That's fantastic. Do we have rabbits anywhere? I think we'll bring the sheep back first. There's also an Enderman dancing. Shush your moves, buddy. Oh, he's teleporting. He's shy. Let's jump over here. I see a pink pig. Oh my god. I thought it was a pink sheep for a second. Mio Fassa says, what's going on? Just got here. We are collecting sheep and finding them. Sheepy sheep. You guys are stuck in the water. This has been a bug for the entire 1.8 release, that sheep get stuck in water. There is so much sheep around here. To be fair, we don't really need a lot, but it'd be nice to try and gather a fair few. Like this fellow who's trying to get away. He knows I'm going to push him in the water. That's right, go this way. Oh, that was bad. I didn't do that. It wasn't me. Bam. Let's jump down here. Grab these fellas. And swim over in this direction. So to all of you watching the stream, if you haven't hit the follow button, of course be sure to do that. I'll attempt to do boring voice again when we get to 60,000. That'll be ages away. That's not really much of an incentive. Oh, good stuff. You, come down here. He's going to hang out in the tree, isn't he? Are they attracted to wheat still? Yeah, they are. Are sheep also attracted to potatoes? I'm sure one of them were attracted to potatoes at one point. There we go. 4's absolutely brilliant. Ah, that mocha chocolate is delicious. Arangelo has got to go for 20 minutes. I'll see you later, Arangelo. Thanks for coming by and checking out the stream. Official Nova says, what is your elevator design? That is made by Phenomen, who is in the chat. He has a tutorial on a sort of standard design. My one is customized though. He made me a custom elevator for my base, which is really cool of him. Also, Autism Father is here. Hope things are going well, buddy. Right, can these sheep follow us up here? And is there actually a path? It looks like we're going to have to make a path, which is obviously going to be a pain at some point. Right, are you guys good? Oh, they're pushing each other around a bit. Another thing just popped into my head. It could be nighttime before long, so that might be a thing that causes us some headaches. Right, we're going to go through here, and I'm going to clear a little bit of space on the leaves. Can you guys make it up here? Yeah, you can. I just decided you can. What are you actually trying to do, says... Oh my god, it's Nightmare. We're trying to bring back animals to our base so that we have plenty of animals for our animal farm. There we go. It's quite the way. Now this is tricky with sheep. It's going to be even more difficult with rabbits. Actually, that might not be true. I don't know. They jump up and down. Asuma, do you do the TNT prank in a video at Mumbo's base? Bashar, I did that on a backup of the world, so it wasn't actually in Mumbo's base. Don't go into the cave, guys. Oh, don't take damage. Right, that's good. Have to remember that they've been damaged. Give them some health potions. Right, there's no way they're making it. Oh, watch out, guy. There we go. Just got to make it a little bit easier for them. Come on, chaps. We still got them all leaded. That chappy there who's trying to escape. Come back. Animal farm, don't trust the pigs, says Quark Twitch. I know what you're referring to. Come on, there we go, there we go. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to these birch trees, I bet ya. They're going to cause all the issues. All of them. Is one... Oh, okay, you're not stuck under there. Let's go this way. We should pick the route with the least birch trees, I think. Limpathia says, 5 years later, Asuma is still the animal guy. Yes, pretty much. Although, I wish I'd had more animals for us to farm and make some cool, crazy contraptions. So did all of you hear about the floating water update being removed? That's one of those. Just another one. There's been too many of them lately where they're removing things that were obviously not intentional, but all they resulted in was you being able to do really cool things and do more things. Like they take away from the game by removing it, and it's just not critical. And I don't know. I played this game when it was super derpy. You know, like everything was a bug. And you could do so much weird stuff with it, and it was really fun. Because of Depth Strider, I'm moving quite fast, and that means they all sort of get pulled along quite fast as well. Right, so how long did it take us to get the sheep back here? And we've got to go even further out for rabbits. It's going to be crazy, this one. Killing Jack says, X, do you play any sports? I don't. I'd like to, though. I go running and exercise a lot, but I don't actually play sports. Right, we're going to have to go... Let's not go to the bridge. Let's avoid the bridge because this area is a little bit better. Okay, that's it, sheep. I love the way they sort of spin around as they get pulled along. It's quite funny. Right, I'm not going to do any more breeding with those ones, but we will breed these ones up. So you're going to be attached to this fence post. Then I'm going to build this. That's the way. Get in there. Oh. Let's nudge this guy from this side. Use nether portals to transport the rabbits, says Bitbox Gaming. That's really not a bad idea. Except, I don't want to take them through the nether. That just sounds a bit crazy, really. I imagine them getting blown up. Anyway, let's go scout that area. Okay, oi, you! That's it. There we go. Now we've got 6 sheep. That's great. And let's also sleep here as well. Hey X, you kind of sound like Unicomics. I thought that said unicorns, Eagle, and I was going to say, how do you know what a unicorn sounds like? They've been extinct for hundreds of years. But then I realised that you said Unicomics, so I'm going to assume that's some sort of other thing happening on the internet. Gura says, you, my friend, are a good streamer and YouTuber. Thank you so much for a lovely message. I do my best. Hey X, you should make a podcast like Biffa did with his Tea Time. I didn't know Biffa did a podcast called Tea Time. That's awesome. I had no idea. A unicorn sounds like X-Star, says Engineer. Make an automated chicken farm. We have a plan. We're going to do some technical stuff. We're going to fix up the sheep farm later. So we're not going to be searching forever. If we don't find any more rabbits, then I might call off the search because we've got more things to do. Also, we're near a forest end biome. That reminds me, in 5 minutes I got a video coming out about Do You Know Minecraft. So for those of you that are watching that are like, oh, I know that video series, when you watch the video, just let me know, do you think it could have been better or I could have done it a different way that would have been more fun? Because when I do the Do You Know Minecraft videos, I feel like there's so much information that I give it in a kind of raw way, and maybe I could do something a little bit more interesting with it. I don't know, it just feels to me like maybe I could do better, and I can't put my finger on why. But anyway, Do You Know Minecraft is going to be about trees, which is why I mentioned that we're in a forest end biome, because you get these massive birch trees, which are really cool. Anyway, this doesn't look like a great place to traverse if you're a rabbit, so I'm going to go a bit more in that direction over there. Ekats Will says, King Daddy DMax stopped uploading Hermitcraft videos. Yes, he did. I don't think he wants to be done with Minecraft and Hermitcraft. He definitely doesn't. Just at the moment, he's doing Ark, and there's not much happening on the modded front. For me, my plan is to stream xisumatwo for modded for a while, and then in the future I reckon there'll be like another modded series on my channel, or maybe Hermitcraft. But I'm really going to enjoy streaming it, that's for sure. Because we learnt a lot by streaming and playing the mods that way. I'm not seeing a single rabbit around here. Danny says, I like the Do You Know Minecraft is currently in. The style is currently in. Short and concise, yes. I like that too. I'm just thinking like I present the information like very, here's a fact, here's a fact, here's another fact. Oh look, that's another fact. Do you know what I mean? One after the other. I feel like maybe I could do something a little bit more interesting with it, but I'm not sure what. I got the feeling that there was, when I did the trees episode, it's like, here's a fact about trees, here's another one, and there was actually like a lot of really interesting stuff about it, and maybe it could have been shared in a more fun and interesting way if I'd have done something different. I don't feel like we're going to find any rabbits going in this direction, just saying. Who made your YouTube banner, says Official Nova. That was made by Inkbite, who no longer does Minecrafty stuff anymore. I think he's got like bigger clients, you know, like moving up in the world of professionalism, something like that. But yeah, he's the guy who did that for me. Okay, let's find the rabbits. I think the biome is slightly different around here. Yeah, who knows? He is not looking at chat, so don't ask him things, says Duke Reno. There you go, everyone listen to Duke. I am not looking at the chat, and I am not I'm not here to answer your questions. Apparently. I think this guy knows what he's talking about because he typed it in caps. Or did he? I can't remember actually. So I'm not seeing any rabbits. I feel like if we go too far, it'll make bringing them back. I mean, look at this terrain. We can't bring them back across this, can we? I reckon. Do you know what? I reckon the nether portal idea is good, but we just go to somewhere where there's already a portal. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all, actually. Don't get lost, X, says Kirchhoffs. I'll try my best not to. I'll try. We're going to head back now. I think that other idea is much better. Use the nether, go to someone else's portal, and then look for rabbits in that area, because they don't spawn in this biome, I'm pretty sure. Anna Mills says, "Oh, too bad you don't. I'll unfollow and unsub now." Oh, don't do that. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, there's our base. Let's throw an ender pearl up to here. And then hop onto this tree. Do we see any rabbits? Unlikely we're going to see them just around here, but it's worth checking. Oh, look at this floaty island. Looks so cool. No sign of hoppers down there. Rabbits, aka rabbits. Pandora's dad says, "Let's play amplified terrain," they said. "It'll be fun," they said. Do you know, the amplified terrain has been a tremendous amount of fun, and I think the Elytra is going to make it even more fun to play on. I cannot wait for 1.9. It's going to be so good. But I really hope after 1.9 they start rolling out some smaller updates frequently. Like one every 3 to 4 months. Feels like that's what the game needs now. Bam, let's go up here then. Kanzan Ilala says X is literally the most involved streamer I have seen on Twitch. That is crazy. But thank you. Oh, a block in the stars. Thanks for coming by and watching the stream. I'll see you next time, buddy. Let's try that again. Item elevators are broken, says Meow Fusser. Yes, they are, but there's loads of alternative designs. I'm going to use silent dropper hoppers, silent dropper elevators. X, did you figure out the problems with the elevator? Lil Steve, which one are we talking about? Green Slime says, "Hey X, first streaming in a while." Well, welcome back to your first in a predefined amount of time. Do you prefer being addressed as X or Asuma or your real name? Just call me X or Asuma, whatever is preferable to you, really. Some people call me Exuma or Shashwami or Shashwambam, also known as Shishuma. X, why are you never back in Hermit Frills? Just haven't had an idea for a game recently. Be nice to make a game again, actually. I might put my head into that a little bit. Right, so let's think about this. Hermit Frills has got some areas around it, but the main area around the portal has probably been completely done. Biffa's area might have some rabbits nearby. Spawn might? I'm just trying to think of what's on the other side. Like, going to the end, nope. The witch hut will be surrounded by water. We've got the Christmas area. I don't want to go too far out though. And then round the corner is like Impulse's area. Also got a... Oh, a noise in me. It's Mace School. Resubscribing for 9 months in a row. Are you there, Mace? Or is it your automatically connected IRC? I don't know. But thanks as always, Mace. My good friend who takes care of all the stuff on the servers as well. Thank you so much for the support here on Twitch as well. I am looking into... I'm being nosy, looking into people's chests. May School says baby time. He is here. It's good to know. So I've been streaming for almost 40 minutes. I kind of feel like we need to get these rabbits done and dusted in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to go to Biffa's area. I feel like there's some places nearby here that might have rabbits. Why use dropper elevators when some items get stuck? Mokay's... Is it Smine? Good point. Things do get stuck, but... The one that I use is extremely reliable unless you log out. This is fantastic. Biffa's got to finish this thing. Right, I want everyone to screen cap your stream right now and send this to Biffa and say finish it. At Biffa2001 on Twitch. He's been talking about maybe coming back and playing on here again. If there's ever a reason, it's to finish this, because it's amazing. Oh, you could give them all a weapon as well, because they're all holding like dirt. Oh my god. That's the best thing ever. XP is a rabbit farm, says Fire Hoshi. Okay, last resort. If we run out of time in 20 minutes, I will use his farm at another time to get the rabbits. But I really enjoy having a reason to just go explore sometimes, right? So that's what I want to do. I want to run around outside, find some rabbits, and see some cool places in the terrain. Yes, that's what I want to do. Why do you want rabbits, X? Says Flying Costman 72. Same reason I want sheep, pigs, and cows, to farm them, to put them in our farms for our base. Alright, we're going to chuck an ender pearl, bloop, like that, over in that direction. Also, you can sort of see a bit of the golf course up there. Okay, oh, we've landed near Shrek. Oh, that's the other side of Shrek. That confused me for a second there. Random netherrack. There we go. Boken Soul says, got it. Awesome. I assume you mean the tweeting Biffa thing. So yeah, screen cap and tweets. Andreels, my friend, says, put your PVOEVEDDVVV, your POV, all the way up. I'm not going to do that. I really dislike playing with POV up. It makes me feel a bit nauseous. That's also not a lot of fun. And I should have brought more ender pearls, shouldn't I? So I'm not really seeing what I want to see in this area, which is rabbits. How far out should we go? Is the question. Make auto sheep farm, says Jump Tero. That's exactly what we're doing. That's why we were looking for sheep earlier. Now this biome, is this one that will be sort of... Oh, noise in my ear. Will this one be... Oh, we got to sleep quick. Bam. Get in that bed. There we go, because there's a zombie. Good night, X. I got a flight in 6 hours. Nice stream as always. Colossus, I hope you have a nice sleep before your flight. May School says, great leader. Your overlay seems to be broken. Well, let's go and check that out. Also, Spumwax base, I'm pretty sure. This was where I was going to make my base, actually, in the beginning. More rounds this side. Is that Spumwax base? Maybe that's just something else altogether. Right, so we got a Noisemir from Night Reaper 1989 with a donation saying, ever considered a PO box so we can send you cool stuff in the post? I have. It's really expensive, and I decided against it. I might revisit that, actually, because there's been a lot of donations on the stream, which you could probably say would cover the cost. So if you guys want it, maybe a PO box is the thing to do. This area looks absolutely lovely, doesn't it? Right, we're going to throw an ender pearl on top of that lovely mound over there. And we're not even near it. Oh well, so what's this going on over here? Is this Spumwax base, or just someone decided to grow a load of wheat? I don't know. X, can you do more farm tutorials, says Immortal Sheep. I've done 220 odd tutorials on my channel. If you're ever short of a farm, go check out the tutorials playlist. There's probably tons of stuff that you could take advantage of that I've already done. As can't make farms like 24/7, but I've been working on some ideas. Actually, I was going to go on the plot world earlier and work on some of them, but I ran out of time doing bits and bobs. So yeah, this is Spumwax area. I wonder if there's any like rabbits around here. I don't think we're going to have much luck. Shadow Gamer says, I'm watching your Do You Know Minecraft right now. Is that so? You're also watching the stream? I don't see anything. But I remember this area. Let's use Spumwax Portal. I think I did say I would like give it 20 minutes, but I think we'll move on to the next thing now. I'll go to XB's rabbit farm and wait, where's the portal? Isn't it? No. Follow the blood for the portal, I think is how it works. By the way, Spumwax base is based on Dungeon Keeper 2. So this would be the Dungeon Heart. Over here you got the library. Then you got the fighting pit. And that fight will go on forever. Right there. It might break when we update to 1.9 though. Delicious Mogga Chogga. Oh, this is a tunnel that we made for Spum as well. Like a tribute tunnel. I enjoyed this a lot, actually. Go to his observation thing on top of the mountain, says Moke Smine. I would, but we're going to move on to the next thing. I don't actually need to go all the way back to my base for that, so we're going to log off here. And now we're going to do some not technically Hermitcraft, but for Hermitcraft stuff. So let's generate a super flat. And let's call it We're Live. Oh, Hikari says almost at 1k viewers. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you everyone for coming by and watching. We are playing on Hermitcraft, but we're also doing some stuff for Hermitcraft. I should probably go to the base and show you what's going on before we start doing stuff over here, actually. Okay. That's now been configured. Let's log back in. We'll go over there and then I'll explain why we're going to be in a test world as well. Peppermint sticks in coffee is delicious, says Nick. That's crazy. Oh, peppermint and coffee. I wouldn't have thought those two go together. X, what do you think of the dragon egg bedrock breaking method? Are you going to get teleported back again? I think it's pretty cool, but it's extremely buggy way of doing it. But yeah, it's awesome. Stuff like that's always been cool, I guess. X, it's pronounced Mori's Mine. Okay, but it's spelt with a K. But Mori's Mine. I'll try and remember that. X, have you ever considered an item frame enchantment room? Like, the more turns, the more books. Immortal Sheep, that's kind of what my enchantment room is like already. Except the more turns, the more water that blocks the bookshelves. Also, I think I've done 2 or more tutorials on that concept. Again, like, I've done a lot of farms, a lot of contraptions. That playlist is rammed full of useful contraptions. Anyway, let's go down below. Arangelo's back. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back to the stream. We're going to go... Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. I want to use the bouncy blocks at the bottom. I absolutely love doing this. Bam, down like this. Woo! Oh, I missed! I missed. Went out a little bit too far. Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, we are no longer looking for rabbits. We are now going to work on the sheep farm. So, let's pass the spoiler wall. And let's go to this place. So, for those of you that haven't seen, the idea is that we have this room over here conditioned for the grass to regrow very fast. And the sheep will go through it and they will regrow their wool if they choose to eat it. Now you can see over here that there's loads of grass down below as well. But what we want to do is create a switch that we can hit and send the sheep off to another area where we store the sheep. Now I've been sent some ideas, so we're going to talk about the 2 ideas quickly, which is why we've created this test world to practice things. Flying Scotsman says, PO Box please, X. I might just set that up. Right, anyway. So, idea number 1 was sent to me by Mozzie. Is it Mozzery or Mozzie Plays Minecraft? And the idea is to simply create a Pez dispenser using fence gates. Like this. And then by powering the adjacent block, we can... Well, the adjacent block would be like something pointing into that block, that one right there. We can open them all at once. It just occurred to me though that each time one falls through, all of the ones above it have to be open. Then it's got to know that one's gone through, landed, and then it shuts the next one. And then same thing over again. So the problem with our farm and storage system is it's quite likely that at some point sheep are going to get grouped up too close together. So when the sheep come along in the rails and there's a detector rail that sets it off and says, you know, close this one. Right, let's do this a little bit better. That's it, throw the detector rail on the ground. So when this gets activated, like the rail's coming up to go to the top, it's going to it's going to send the signal and it needs to be on a delay. So sheep comes down, lands on here, next one closes. Then the next one comes along, it's on a delay, and it closes, right? But what happens when two come through very quickly? It's going to be very hard to time that and get it all to work properly. So it's a nice idea. I'm just going to quickly load up the tweet he sent me just to double check. Yeah, looking at it, it's not going to work, but it's a nice idea. I tell you what, Tripwire says Dad of purple iPads. Interesting you mentioned that. I was just starting to think as I looked at his image, like, what if we can unpower them all at the same time, but what if we could bub power them and then with string, like when the string lands it closes the one above it, but I don't know. That's probably going to be... Yeah, Detroit says tripwire on every fence gate. But how do we trick it into being in that state? Okay, so we've got a piece of string. This probably isn't the design I'm going to go with, by the way, but we'll mess around with it for a second. So, let's see. This thing is open. We have to do that with it being powered, I'm taking it. I'm guessing even. I can't remember what way around it's supposed to be. Right, that's automatically going to close it. So now it's got to close without an update. How do we do that? Open. There's a way there to do that, to trick it. That's a whole contraption, but it's going to be quite big. So I think there may be an idea there, but we're gonna pass on that one because it feels like it's going to be a bit too complicated. So the other idea that I was sent was really clever. And very compact as well. So what we're going to have is a rail that comes in where we use powered rails, and these are going to charge over a activator rail, I think. And then after the activator rail there's def. That's right, def. Let's see, we got some sand, we want some cactus, and I think that's it. What are you building, says Misalu. We are building a solution to our problem, our thing with the sheep in our base. Right, so what's going to happen here, if we get the right things... I forgot how slow, like, constantly selecting stuff is sometimes. Okay, do that then. Right, that's also going to lock that, but, you know, don't worry about that. Also, Fulks, hello, welcome to chat. Tripwire hooks, dum-dum, says Gibbo Man. Thanks for calling me a dum-dum. I think I see what you mean. I was thinking about smart updates, so as it falls, it activates it. And that would activate all of them on the way down. Alright, so then the same issue applies to using a tripwire hook. Let's destroy that. Oh yes, now you can get a signal to say there's a sheep there. It's going to activate every single one of them as it falls through. So it just feels like, unless there's some sort of sequential simpleness, you know, that happens to work the way we need it to work, that's going to be, you know, a ton of redstone to manipulate and control. So this one, what's great about this design is that it doesn't matter what frequency the minecarts come through at, it's going to perform and do the same thing every time, which makes it really powerful, because that's the main problem with doing anything with redstone, is that it's all revolving around timing, and then all it takes is like two of them to come in at the same time and it's all like messed up. So with that we should be able to force them to land in a place, and that place is going to be right here. We need it to be a place where they can't escape from, so probably going to have to make that half slab. Actually no, we're going to have to make it like 2 blocks down, I think. Right. The hopper is locked. Yes, crazy about maths. That's absolutely true, it is locked. Cool Tango and Mumbo for help, says Janvili. I'm sure they're busy doing bits and bobs at the moment. I'm happy to do this by myself because I like problem solving. Problem solving is fun. Cool. Alright, so the dispenser's powered. What we really just need is a block here, and for that one to be powered. Right, so sheep drop down here, and here's where we're going to have our other track that's going to take them out of there. Now this thing can be powered too. That's fine. But what I want to test is, can we have all the sheep in the same spot? So we would need glass like this. And this might be extremely simple. Dead Awesome Deadpool says, Asuma, what are you building? We are building a sheep farm thingy. You'll see, just give it a moment. Okay, we're going to put a dispenser here. And another one here. And I want them to activate in a particular order. So, redstone dust into block, into a repeater. So that one's slightly later. Okay, then we need some glass on all sides like that, and then we need some sheep and some minecarts. Minecarts are going to go here, sheep will go into there. Okay, we actually just want to use 16, but we'll just chuck in a whole bunch. Bog Danglig says 4-tick repeater needs a 4-tick signal. That's not true. You can put any type of tick into there. And Asuma, I have an idea. Use the same way to store sheeps in the same way you use your villager trader. Minecraft for myself, that is actually the other idea that I got that looked really cool. But then I saw this one and I thought, actually, this is the one to go for. So that's going to summon, spawn a sheep and a minecart, send it down here, and it's going to go into the cactus because the ejector rail is goofy and it doesn't want to put it where we want the sheep to go. I am not surprised that's going to happen. Oh, that's really irritating. That is really irritating. Let's do that again. This should, like, oh, I know the activator rail can be so annoying with this stuff sometimes, but I really didn't want that to happen. Because, oh, that's the worst. Okay, so what if it's going a little bit slower into here? Let's try that. Oh, come on. Ideas, people, ideas. Top half slab above the hopper. We need the minecart to go across the hopper into the cactus. Falk says, I get it now, it's a sheep killing machine. It's not supposed to be. You can put a rail on a hopper. Also, is this thing... Am I remembering correctly? That thing does eject the sheep. Yeah, you can sort of see it ejecting as it comes across. It looks like it tries to land there. Yeah, you see? It tries to tell it where to go. That's bizarre. We could do something like this with water, if that's where it's going to go. I've got a feeling this is going to end up... Oi! Don't try and escape. It's going to end up being directional based. What? You got to be kidding me! Oh, this better be Relia. Rotate the ejector 90%, says Jay's on fire. Well, I'm not sure I can do that, really. I mean, yeah, we could, like... Oh, now I've got to build a whole other setup. It could be directional based, which would be a real pain, and not something we want to happen. String over the hopper. The rail may be looking for air blocks. Good idea. Good idea. Okay, string on there. Let's see what happens this time. Nope, string doesn't seem to have the effect we want. Oh well, we tried. Okay, so we're doing something the other way. Put a block on top of the cacti. Okay, let's put a block on top of there. See what happens. Bam, same thing again. Okay, so this... Oh my god, I've got to reselect all the blocks we need to build this. And do you know what? I should do it from this point here, so I don't have to rebuild that little setup. That'd actually be quite smart. Just have it in the opposite direction. Right, there we go. Then 1, 2, bam, that one. Ladder above the hopper. I think that's going to block the minecart from getting in there. Okay, so then we have our block on the side, and now it's just about trying to get it to land. We'll recreate it though, like for the most part. So that's the same. Then we need that sand and that cactus. Hey, xhypno finally got back into Minecraft. Maury's mine, that's it. How so? Did he upload a video of something? I don't know. I have not seen Hypno's video for today, but I'd like to know. I imagine he started a new series of something. Right, so we want it to drop down there. Let's see what happens. Interesting, except that's not supposed to be there. No, 255, true. Oh! See you later. Right. Right, so it doesn't mind putting it on the block that's directly there, which may not... Oh my god, actually, look at it. It's so simple. It's so simple. Or is it? No, the track isn't going to stop the water. So it's not so simple. Ah. We need a way to push it without using water. Hey X, I just saw your Do You Know Minecraft. It's great, but roofed oak? Where did you find that fact? Please tell. The Alive Fish, if you go look at the old snapshots, you'll find that when it was first released, it was called roofed oak. You might be able to find that in one of my old videos, actually. Go look at the snapshot update. So some of you are saying pistons. Yes, could potentially work. It would work on a clock. See, the problem is, if we use the detector rail to activate the piston and two come through at the same time, it might get locked. So it needs to be on a little bit of a clock, which is something I'm not too keen on doing. But definitely, you know, definitely works. Jibbo Man says, piston, dum-dum. There you go, Jibbo Man. You've heard my reasons for not being so sure about using a piston, because, as I said, it's... if one comes through, right, and we get it on the right timing, then it pushes it across. If two come through and the redstone isn't done right, you might get one stuck here, so it's going to have to go on a clock, which is something I'd like to avoid. Be much nicer to find something cool. Judgment says melt ice. Well, we need the water to flow. That's what's going to push the sheep. So anyone got an idea that isn't a piston? Place a sign below the exit. Do you know what? Can we get away with getting it to drop past that bit? Right, so if I take the activator rail, because it seems to go over to there, you know, it's got nowhere to eject it from, but because it's moving in that direction, maybe that's how its behaviour works. Right, but then it's sort of in the cactus as well. So what if the cactus was one more block over? X, a hopper. I'm not sure how that's going to help, but yep, a hopper. Also, then we could have a regular track right there. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder how far along that would go on for then. Like, what if we just whacked a load of this and see where it ends up? Right, I get it. So it's not ejecting it, it's just when it hits the cactus the minecart breaks. That's why it ends up next to the cactus. Okay, so we can't forcefully or trick it into landing one ahead of where it is. So it looks like the piston is the way to go. Why not store them in minecarts? Isn't it just going to be hard to get them in again? Fnux? I mean, I've had to, like, people have asked so many times, and I knew when I've tried to explain this in the episode, it's, picture yourself doing this, right? Picture yourself creating a system where, you know, you want to store them in minecarts, right? So here's one thing that you can't do. Can't just unpower the rail, because when they're stuck on the track and they're not moving, which I might be able to demonstrate. Now that's got a block next to it. Also that powered that makes sense. when they're stuck on the middle of a track, I'll use a minecart, they're not going to move, so you can't just store them on a straight line. Right, so when it becomes powered, it stays still. So then if you want to store them in minecarts, you need to force them into a system. The problem is that usually involves redstone timing, and you know, the sheep can come in too close together and break it. You know, if you've got an idea, go and mess around with it on the test build. You'll find it's tricky. It's really tricky. X, use soul sand to suck the empty cart down a block into a cactus. I think I know what you're getting at. I think I know exactly what you're getting at, but it might or may not work. Let's have a look. Soul sand, let's just search it. X, do you like strategy games like Tower Defense? Yes, I do. I wouldn't say Tower Defense is very strategical though. I find those games to be more... I don't know. I guess you could call them strategy. I don't know how to describe those sorts of games. Right, so now we're going to try that. I don't think that's actually what you meant, but interesting. Well, the sheep isn't out of the minecart, so that's not what we want to do. Okay, the minecart went below the height of the sand, which is what I think the problem is there. Use dispensers with snowballs, X. I do not want to use something that's going to need refilling. We've also got a noise in my ear. Got a donation here from Crafters MN saying, "Hey Asuma, good luck with that auto sheep killer." Cool cat, you are amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. Hope you're having a good time watching today's stream. And yeah, it's pretty much a sheep killer at the moment, isn't it? Use a timer and unpowered rail that periodically flickers. Not sure I get what you mean. X, remove the glass and see what happens on the original one. We know what happens. It's going to try and eject it directly above itself, not off to the side, which is what we want. It looks like the piston is the way to go. Okay, I'm just reading chat. I do not want to try storing the sheep vertically. I've gone over the problems of doing that already. Unpower rail before activator rail. That's not the issue. The issue is it only wants to put the sheep here, which is fine if we can find a way to get the sheep out of there without using a piston. I mean, I can use a piston. It just means I've got to do a bit of like thoughtful redstone, I guess you could say. Make sure it powers the piston correctly. Oh, delicious mocha choca. E-Rich says, eject the sheep, then turn the rail to where the cactus is. That's not the issue. Right, when the ejector rail tries to take out the sheep, it's only going to do it if this space is free. If it isn't, it stays in the minecart, which is why the cactus isn't a problem. Okay, so KRNLG is saying it's only like not working because there's no other block to go to. So let's just put the one there, and what we should see... Wow! Oh, maybe it's something to do with height. Good suggestion, my friend. What would happen if that wasn't there? Let's grab this, because we tried to force it into a position before. Maybe it's got like a preferred directional place to eject it. No more minecarts, apparently. Also, Fulk's got a donation here, even though she said she wasn't going to. Let's chuck all of those in there and say goodbye to that sheep. Let's have a quick read. Fulk says, I didn't know if you'd be doing a stream before Christmas, so I'm sending you this little amount as your Christmas prezi. Have a wonderful Christmas. Much love to all. Thank you so much for the donation, folks. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas yourself. In fact, everyone in chat, hope you all have a good Christmas. And thank you again. I do hope you're enjoying the stream as always. Let's see what happens. Ah, right. Okay. That's fascinating. Will it go on either side? Let's see what happens now. Or maybe it wants a block at that height. Right. I think we're onto something now. So let's say there's no other spots available, but there's a block at that height. No. Also, you are on top of the cactus. I wonder if that's the work of the activator rail. Oh, it's so irritating. Like, I reckon it's got a place it might go to, but it's bias on direction, so it's going to figure out its own place to put things. Let's try that shape. Yeah, it'll let it go there. Right, so what does that mean for this one over here? Because that's this direction. So let's say this is powered over here. Let's find out if it's directional based. No. No, it's just a complete pain, basically. Okay. So we have to go back to this again. We have to do something with a piston. Right, I'm going to have a quick look over all the things here. Does anything else push or move an entity in some way? I don't think anything does, really. If it was something like a cat and a creeper, it might. But I don't think sheep run away from anything in particular, do they? KRNLG says you had it right just now. No, I didn't. We don't want to put them above a rail. We need to get this thing, like, every single time into the same spot, which is down here. Anyway, it looks like piston's the only way to do it, so I'm just going to go with that. What we will do is be smart about this. It's probably better if we use a sticky piston that's further away, so it pushes an entire... Actually, no, that might not be better. Let's do a test. We might run into another problem here. What happens if the piston arm is extended when another sheep comes through? This is what I don't like. I really don't like this. Oh, it's not going to land there. So using pistons is going to break it as well. If two sheep come through, right, the first one activates the piston, the second one comes through when the piston is extended like so. It's broken. Oh, that's so annoying. What if we trick the sheep into walking down here, like using some sort of trick? The only way out for the sheep is if it chooses to walk of its own accord. So one goes through, moments later another one comes back, and it pushes it away. That's kind of worrying. So we have to get the sheep out of there immediately as well. So someone sent me a tweet saying that this worked. Now I'm wondering, what did they do differently? Judging from their image, they had no problem getting the sheep to come out the side. So what they built looked like this. Let's rebuild exactly what they did. So there was a block of redstone here. There was hopper and cactus in the same place. Then there was this shape of glass. X, you need solid blocks for the landing. MP Stew, good point. We didn't actually have that before. So this would have been the landing on their image. 2 blocks down. There's also a wall over here, so let's rebuild that. That's also a glass block in their image. Right, so that's very close to what they've done. Looks like there's also a glass block there. So now let's recreate exactly how they've done it. Right, but it doesn't eject them. Oh man. The alive fish is Hermitcraft, please, X, please. We are doing Hermitcraft. This is going to be built on Hermitcraft. Try to use water on top of where the sheep are. That doesn't make too much sense to me. It is a world bias. Must eject to the left. Alright, so if I'm facing north, left is west, right? Except we're facing south. So would this work? Then this is sort of similar to what they did again. Got a wall over here, got a platform for them to land on. Oh, you got no minecarts. Just chuck in the minecarts. Put another activator rail before it. That's not probably worth a try, isn't it? Oh my god, it hates it. Jay's on fire. What way is left? That's what I need to know now. See, now it puts it here. We want it off to the side. and it's not going to do it. Maybe that was its left. Maybe its left was over here, which means that direction. So in theory, we should be able to recreate it over here then. I hope all of you are following the stuff I'm saying. It feels like some of you don't realise how this is supposed to work. Right, also that rail should probably not be there. Wait, that's not the way it's done. Okay, that's the same. There's also a block there. And that's going to go the wrong way. Doesn't want to do it. Pharaoh Gaming says the sheep got thrown out but hopped in again. That's just the way it looks, basically. Don't rails prioritise direction with the southwest rule? Well, we've tried all directions now and it's not working. Try a fence post above rather than a glass. Yeah, okay. I doubt that's going to help because it's still a block, but we'll give it a try. Nope, doesn't work. Delete the last glass towards the cacti. That one? Then it's going to land on top of the hopper, probably. No. Oh, yeah, kind of half worked. Eject the sheep upper level instead of to the side. Upper level. Okay, yeah. Let's try that. Nice! Right. We've seen that work a couple of times. Let's find out if that's directional biased or consistent. This thing's going to need more minecarts. Right, it doesn't appear to be terribly fussy. Let's chuck in more of those. X-use wolves, they'll run away from it. TBN ready, nice idea, but it looks like we've just found a different solution. Let's see if that works. Apparently it might need to be a solid block every time. Yeah, didn't like it that time. What about this time? No, didn't like it that time. Right, so we've still got a directional based bias, but we've got something we can work with now. So we know it's going to go over onto this side. Let's work with that then. We can take this to the next level now. That being said, I wonder if it puts them into water. That'd be great if it did. Now we're playing with the wrong rails. Fulk says 37. And a moment ago she said, are you counting time? Yes, it puts them into water. That's incredible. Okay, so we can work with this. Here's what we're going to do. Because I don't want to like elevate items upwards using, that's just needless redstone. If we can get the sheep to go down, then we want the sheep to go down. So we need a sign over here. We need a block there. We need water, which I just got rid of. And then we need blocks all around. Like this. So that the sheep can't escape. Right, let's send one in. Nice. Okay, now let's send them in quick succession. That's not really quick enough. Let's create something a little bit faster. Use a piston to pull the block out from under the sheep. Stone Man, I know where you're going with that. That's not what we're going to do though. We don't need to do that. We've got an easier way of doing things here, I reckon. Okay, we will just do a simple one-tick pulse. Also, the frequency of that isn't going to be as fast as I want. That's a good point. If you want to make like several one-ticks, you've got to do it like this. You've got to make a little delay circuit because your input is still fixed to some extent. So let's have one 2 ticks later. It goes off again. And let's put in the button. Right, so that's just too fast for what we're trying to do here. Or maybe we ran out of minecarts. Either way, this is a good experiment because we're going to do something similar to this later on. I also need to go to the toilet. Like, very bad, so I might do that in a second. Right, let's... Right, second one didn't move. Oh, look, it's not... Oh, this is turning it into a 2-tick pulse. That's not good. Also, see you later. Let's make this a little bit longer anyway. Right, 2 go through very fast. Ah, you see, look, the second one. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. So, if ever 2 sheep, can you... Right, I want to see some hands up in chat for those of you that understand why I've been knocking down so many ideas, right? Let's go destroy this sheep so you can see it again. I want to see some hands up in chat here if you understand what I'm getting at. The reason so many of these designs don't work is because if ever you have 2 sheep coming through together, they mess up the whole thing. And it's quite likely they'll come through that fast. So that means one of them gets stuck over here and it breaks your system. And this happens with everything. It happens with these ones, it happens with whatever ideas people have been sending at me. And this looked like one that could potentially survive it, but no. So thank you for all the hands up. Creative Brain says put water on both ends. Might work, but it seems to be directionally biased. So we'll give it a try. We'll just put some water like this. Doesn't have to be terribly great, just for the demonstration. Okay, so you need to disappear. Bam. Someone says too wide after. Yeah, making the water wider might help. That's a great suggestion. Right, so test number 2. We got 2 water exits. One goes... Oh god, the first one didn't go for it. Right, I am absolutely having to go to the toilet, so... be right back, toilet. Literally going to be like 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back and thank you for all the messages. Yes, you are correct. The rail is not powered. Be right back, toilet, says Asuma. Right, rail not be powered. How do we power rail? We do it with redstone magic, a lever that goes into the side of the block, and bam, that's the wrong thing. Bam. Okay, bam. Let's press this button. Bam. There we go, we did it. 1, 2 doesn't like it. Okay, so now for the 3 wide water stream, I think our hopper is filled up. Yes, our hopper is filled up. There's things there, let's pick them up. Cobweb buffer on a vertical shaft. Ah, yeah. Maybe that works. Thing is, what if 2 go in just as fast? They're going to move through the cobweb at the same time. Yeah, creating a buffer system though, tricky thing to do. It might be possible. Let's put a block over here. Have a sign. Nope, not like that. Sign, sign. And another one. Okay, then we can extend all of this back here. Oops. Oh, I'm making a mess. So I'm trying to build it all fast. My middle mouse button has been terrible lately. I've been trying to middle click things and it's just not working. Okay, there we go. Right, so if that takes the sheep, then it might just work. If not, I think we're kind of boned. Yes! 2 sheep! Success! Right. Here's the thing. We've got to test this with even more. We've got to push it to its limits. Because... yes, there might be 2 sheep. There might also be 3. There's going to be a lot of sheep in a small space. And to be fair, I don't think even this is enough. So, how are we going to make this thing work? I think we should put the input over here. Which which is with a sticky piston. And then we just have like an ABBA looking circuit. So what's this going to do? Right, we've got one. Let's make it a 2-tick. And then everything on this line can be 2 ticks. Right, so sorry if this doesn't make much sense to you, but it's got to be done. I've got a feeling this is going to mess up. I reckon the timings won't work. I've just got a hunch that this isn't going to work. Right. What happened there? I went bum bum bum. I think it all needs to be 2 ticks probably. Okay, and then you need to go. Has this thing still got shit? Oh my god, we're down to 1 sheep. But loads and loads of minecarts. That's good. So 63 sheep have been harmed, or some have survived by the looks of it, quite a few. Why don't you use a lever? Good idea, actually. I know what you're getting at. Wow, that kind of handled it pretty well, didn't it? But I still think the delay on these things should probably be a touch different. So let's expand it. Let's really make sure this knows what it's doing. So we'll add in 2 more. And repeaters. I love this song, says Ouija Ben. That's good. This song is called There For Ya. By the way, I figured out a way to show you the music that I'm listening to on the screen, but it was really like a crude way of doing it, and it didn't look very good, so I decided not to. Yeah, listen to the way it's ticking. I think actually that wasn't the best to test. Okay, so let's try it with a lever. Let's see how this plays out. I know what this person means. Right, so yeah, that's a pretty good simulation of what could happen here. And all of it works. Okay, I think we found our solution. I'm happy with that test. That means we can move things up to the next level, right? That means we can. 1,000 viewers! Yay! 1,000 viewer hype. Guys, if you haven't hit the follow button, of course, be sure to do so you can get notified of when I go live here on Twitch. I pretty much stream at the moment every other day. That's my plan. This kind of time of day, unless it's a Saturday, it will be in the morning. And that means New Year's Eve is one of my stream days, which I'll do in the morning, not the evening, for obvious reasons. New Year's, Christmas, not New Year's. Okay, so this is actually not how we're going to do this bit, but we will have the hoppers come through to a dispenser, which is going to be here. And sheepy sheep, or hoppery hopper, whatever. Yeah, so now all of our sheep are going to be here. This will... Suma makes weird noises. There's more to this. We need the water to flow like that, and we need there to be signs here and here. Right, I'm going to have to do another test. We've got too many sheep up in this business. Get out of here, guys. I need to do a test. Where's my inventory at? Noise in my ear. Let's see. Can I say your name properly? Fabin. Oh, it moved. Don't move. Wait a second. There we go. Bring it back. Fabinissimo. Fabinissimo. I can't say your name, buddy, but thanks for subscribing. Do appreciate the support. There is no sword waggle because I'm not holding a sword. Here you go, sword waggle for you. Thank you so much for the support here on Twitch. And I probably butchered your name, but that's a feature, not a problem. Make it rain says sun height. Sun. It's up there. Yes. Right. Let's do the test again. That's really good. It's working. It's handling it, and it's going to push the sheep out eventually, just to a singular point. That's going to worry. Yeah, they figure it out eventually, right? Yes, they figure it out eventually. Also, tons of sheep. Let's kill them all, because we love sheep. And we don't want to suffer in a crazy boxy world. Or blocky world, even. Type equals sheep. I hate the way if you get the command wrong, it goes, oh, let's kill everything, including the player. It's like the worst thing. Okay, so, minecarts are going to go... Noises with a sumo. Right, I see what's going wrong here. This block needs to be powered. Now the minecarts make their way over to here, right? So, guess what? We're going to have another track over on this side that's going to send the sheep back out. Right, so that can be powered from all the way over here because it just needs minecarts. All of this can be sort of locked up, I guess. And there needs to be a glass block there. Okay, so let's actually do that with glass. So we can see what's going on a little bit more. So we're going to be trapped in that one little hole. What is he building, says Apananil. We are making a contraption to store our sheep and restore them. Okay, so we need to detect... Actually, do we even need to do that? Because we're just going to have... Actually, yeah, we do. We need like a... Yeah. We need to know that there's something in there in order to use it. So I think that's most likely going to mean a comparator through a block is going to be the better option. Because we also need to power it. So that's where we're going to power the dispenser. And it will be a case of a very simple... Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Right. That thing could easily be full up, which means the signal this thing is going to retract from needs to have come through a hopper. The delay might be a good thing. Right, and there's nothing in there at the moment. Okay. Then it's going to go into that block. But something needs to be different here. Right, if I put a redstone torch here and we power this block, then we're saying when there's no signal coming through. Right, that's our on-off switch is what I'm trying to say. And it's going to be in the form of an on-off switch somewhere. So, farms off, this clock doesn't do anything. How do we show that? We put minecarts into this hopper. So the minecarts come in, but we've said this is off. So the clock isn't activated. When we hit this, the clock is activated, and off go the minecarts, and they hopefully pick up sheep on their way. How does that look? That looks very good. Right, now let's test it out for real. So our minecarts are going to go in here. Lots and lots of them. Put on some Mumbo music, please, says Logan Berger. I do not have the rights to use Mumbo's music, so I can't do that. Okay, let's hit this switch over and over again. And remember the bit down the other end is turned off. So I think we've done about 8. That's probably over 16. Right, so 16 sheep go in. Probably need like a cooldown timer, but I doubt, we're going to change our mind immediately and mess this up somehow. So 16 sheep go in. The last 3, they fight about it for ages and they're really annoying. Wish they wouldn't do that. And then eventually they'll go in. And then we say, hey, actually, we want those sheep back again. Way! Look at that. We did it. And that is probably going to be foolproof, right? Oh! Right, now if we continue to hit this, it will go straight through, I think. Oh, we're out of minecarts, whatever. We did it. And it was amazing. Okay, so that is our design. Who likes the design? Hand up in chat or hand down if you hated it. If this design offended you and made you really angry and upset, put your hand down in chat. If you liked it and it made you go, hey, that's cool, put your hand up. Let's get some votes going on here because we're going to go build this on Hermitcraft now, which hopefully we can do all of it in one go. That is pretty dope, says Concourse 20, I think. Right, I'm seeing lots of hands up in chat. Some double hands from Danny. Danny really likes it. Not seeing any hands down, so I don't think this offended anyone, which is good. I don't think anyone has the right to be offended by anything. That's just a personal opinion. And if you're offended by it, I obviously don't care. Oh, Commander Marius with a hand up and a hand down. I think he might be confused. There we go. Alright, enough fun with that. Thanks for the spam in chat. That was good fun. Let's go build this on Hermitcraft because we have figured out the solution. Also, I want to point out that's a little bit similar to what we did on Game Mode 4 with the Guardians. And look at that, we're in the perfect spot. So, we have like an in here and then an out quite close to it. Do we have... Concourse 20 said this contraption enraged me. We have to figure out what the bias is here. So if it's left or right here and it's on this side, you've got to go further around. So if this turns and then it's left or right, you still go straight ahead and then over to this rail. So this is going to turn the corner and we're going to tear out loads of space right here between this area and the next, which is not very far at all. And we'll probably go 4 blocks tall, as this contraption will probably get a fair bit big. Gotta love that instant mine, one of the best things that I think was unintentional when they added it, but it is so good to have instant mine. Makes things so easy. What if server lag messes it up, says BT W. I don't think server lag would mess it up because, I don't know, the way it handles the sheep coming in very fast. If it lagged a little bit, what would stop it from saying sheep can't go there? I don't know. I mean, you know, if the server messes up, that can break anything, so I don't think we have to worry about it really. It looks like a solid design to me. What enchantments does your pickaxe have? We got efficiency 5 and unbreaking 3. Sir Pigglesworth says, hey, love the vids. Thank you, buddy. Right, there we go. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Messed up the corner a little bit, that's alright. And now we'll go fill in these little gaps. Cool, and then there's a bit of a ravine. Alright, so... Are you going to turn this one into a tutorial? X, says Fulks. Not this design, but the concept I'm going to rework into a compact design. And yes, I think there's 2 different types of farm that are going to come out of this one. So really what we need to do now is put some of our bits and bobs away. And then figure out what materials we need to build what we just built. Glass will be one of them. Oh, noise in my ear. John MC says, what is slow chat? It's when you can only type a message every 30 seconds, which makes it easier for me to read. Just chuck everything into the sorting chest. All of these things can get sorted. The bed won't though, because it's not stackable. Chuck it in there for now. Okay, and then let's read the thing. Oh, it's Austin _sh or SCH. Has subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription, buddy. Hope you're having a good time watching today's stream. Here is a little sword waggle for you. Do appreciate it. Thank you as always for the support, guys. And let's pick out these things that we need. Right, so we're going to need like a dispenser, just the one. We're going to need some hoppers. My redstone is like in chests doing other projects at the moment. I think we need like the 1 torch, but we'll take a few more. Same for comparators, same for repeaters. Just take all the stuff, basically. F1 fan 1993 says, when you realise all this is for shearing sheep. But that's the fun. That's the fun of it. We can do it in crazy ways. Austin says, yay, sword waggle just for me. Enjoy the sword waggle. The exclusive sword waggle, yes. So we need glass, we need water, we need signs. Or a sign, but we'll take 4. Water will be in the form of a bucket, I guess. Or ice. Actually, I prefer ice. Which is the bottom one. Okay, lots of glass. Ender Gumble says, yes, Sploder, he is hacking. What is this? I'm not hacking. Asuma, are you hacking? How do you mine so fast? It's called Efficiency 5 and Haste 2. The two of those will instantly mine stone. It's extremely cool. Okay, just regular glass would be nice. I thought I had some sort of lying around. Maybe I put them all back in here. Looks like I put it all back in here. So we could end up using a lot of that, so I'll take 3 and a bit stacks with me. Remember to take redstone lamps, says Feedocky. I don't think we need them for anything. We do need an activator rail, just the one. We're going to need lots of powered rail, which I've probably already got plenty of down there. Probably need a little bit of regular rail as well. We're going to need some redstone blocks. Let's grab a stack from over here. Oh, there's our water bucket. Okay, and what else? What else did we use? Some levers. Hey X, you should play on the XVS for Christmas break. I am happy build it on the Xisumatwo server and soon to be a patron once I get the money. And have noticed the server seems a bit quiet lately, so what better way to increase participation than being able to play with yours truly. The patron thing and the Xisumatwo server are completely different. By the way, for those of you watching, we launched a 1.9 vanilla server on Patreon, and we're doing it with a twist of, like, I'm going to give people objectives and farms to build and projects to do together. So if people want to play together, like, I'll give them a location and say, hey, build this here in the world, and people who want to participate in that can join in, which is going well so far. The first objective is close to being done, which is to, like, remove all grass from the spawn chunks so passive mob farms can be built and stuff. Some of you are reminding me that I need to eat. Where's my bread? Did I throw it away? I probably did. Remember a silk touch. I got a silk touch shovel, so that's fine. Hi X, what will you be doing this stream? Says Floris VR123. We're going to be building a contraption we just designed. Right, let's go back and look and make sure we didn't forget anything. Okay, so dispensers. Oh no, we're looking at the wrong bit. Sand and cactus, that would be a good one. And that's in the place that I don't want to show you because of spoilers. Great. Because all my other sand and cactus, well, at least cactus is gone. Yep, we've got all of this. We've got that. Building blocks, we should probably take through some slabs. That's pretty much it. I think we've actually got it all sussed. Okay, so slabs and a cacti. I know we can get one of those. Risk it for the biscuit. Cool username says, Asuma, how do you become a patron? If you go to asumavoid.com, you'll find a link to Patreon on there. In fact, for a lot of stuff, you can go to asumavoid.com. So, I don't know if whatever it is you're thinking of is on there, but things are there. Okay, what did I say? Cactus, somewhere over here. Or is it a little further in? There it is. Okay, let's just swap that over, and then a bit of sand and some stone for slabs, and then there we go. DMAC has a cactus farm. So do I. Spoiler alert. Okay, so there's our this and that, and then we want a load of slabs as well. Right, that should sort us out good. Whoa, off the edge we go! Bam! Love it every single time. That is the way to get around the base. Right. Also, I'd like a chest near to where we're working. Good stuff. Is it cool you have your own website? E-Rich, yes, it is awesome. It was made by Mousy Mars, so it's kind of his website as well. I didn't make it, as you know. Right, so we're going to go in at the middle here, which to me is about somewhere here. We should probably make this look a little bit nice. Actually, no, let's think about this. Actually, no, let's not make it look nice. These are going to be at different heights. So, is that just one block? It's literally just one block, isn't it? Okay, so 1 block height difference. I'm going to need an animal down here to test this on. What am I doing? Go to Hermitcraft. I just realised that's going to be a complete pain. Right, let's get a crafting bench over here. How about that? I like your website, says Quest 123456788. Awesome, glad you like it. There's a crafting bench. The Flying Dutchman says, getting a cup of tea in the meantime, don't mind me. I would love a cup of tea. If you could send me one over the internet webs, that would be amazing. I am very low on water as well, that is not good. Estellian says the collision in 1.9 might break your sorting system. Everything will break in 1.9. I can see it coming. I'm not fussed. We'll just figure it out when we get there. That was silly. I did all of that back to front. It's supposed to be those ones there and that there. Right, so this needs to go up by a singular block, which is fine. Do I want to keep this grass theme going on through the back there? Probably not really. So let's do a little bit of that. Actually, what I'd like to do is... Oh, that makes an extra stack anyway. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to go through the gap with 3 wide again. Also, this would probably just come through like that, wouldn't it? Cool. Ouija Ben says, what do you think about Dr. Dre? I think if he was a real doctor... No, that was going nowhere. I think what I should have said is I like him, but I'd be scared if he'd operate on me, because he's not a real doctor. He's an imposter. Imposter Dre. That's what we should call him. Imposter Dre. I'm only messing around. Anyway, I'm thinking I need andesite. No, we need these blocks next. Right. Sorry, I'm struggling to concentrate a little bit. So we're going to put these like this, and we're going to power it with a lever, which I haven't made. So we need some wood, which I've got to go grab. Let's go find some sticks or something. That'll do. Have you seen the Star Wars film yet? Says sandwiches.com. I have not seen it yet. Looking forward to seeing it though, which shouldn't be too long. I think I'm seeing it in the next few days. Can't remember. Night Reaper says, how's this for a PO Box incentive? I'll send you some fresh tea samples of strange and fancy teas. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I went looking for your dragon dragon tea, something like that. Yeah, and I couldn't find it, so that would be awesome. Might be a while before I get it set up. I might look at like getting it with a new place when I move out, then set up the PO Box. Oh, people are posting spoilers, but I've already seen them, so don't worry about it. Spoilers don't spoil a movie for me. As I say, I'm like, yeah, it does. But I mean, I'm not bothered by it. Right, so then we're going to have the activator rail here. And this is where we have to do our test, you see. So after that, let's put down the sand and the cactus on top of it. Let's put down a hopper for good measure. Right, so we need 3 solid blocks on one side. We can do that. We'll put it on both to find out which side they go to. That's also not in the correct place, is it? Did we do it? Yeah, I think we did do it in that place, right. And then we need 3 glass blocks across the top. Right, now, this block has to be powered. Also, the whole reason that I went and got those levers was so that we didn't have to use this block. And then I went and did it completely wrong. So that's going to go there. How did you come up with your name, says Craymoon2352. Music, backwards, changed some letters, and then it turned into a Suma. Bam. Answered. Next question. Oh, that's wrong. Do you know, I don't think we're going to have time to get this thing fully working today. I'm just thinking we need to bring the sheep down here next, don't we? Which is going to be a mission of its own. Actually, no, it won't be a mission. It'll be extremely simple, now that I think about it. Because... yeah, actually this is going to be real easy. Let's do it quickly. Right, so if we make a hole in the glass up there and drop the sheep down to this point, and I want to make sure I get this right, so let's put these here and there. And we do want this to be powered. Right, yeah, they'll be able... oh, we've got to put a block there. They'll be able to come this way. Speaking of music, have you made any note block songs? Nope. Do you skip leg day? I don't know what leg day is, so I probably do skip it. Creative Brain says, here's some tea. And a cup of tea in ASCII. Awesome. Right, we need to go over these steps as well. And that's going to bring the track down. I'll tell you what, we'll temporarily go over our chest. Over that as well. It's kind of like, the option is to put it on this track is kind of the idea, isn't it? And that's the bit where it's powered, which is complete pain. What else would it be? Also, those lead blocks don't have to be there. Ellie Goulding, Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber. Barely know anything about any of them. It's David Reel. So, no preference, I guess. Is 1.9 out, says 99 Kelboin. No, it's not. It is still not out. I really wish it would be out by now. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. Right, so that's... No, it's going to mess everything up. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then over here... Like that. Right, so that's going to actually send the sheep round to where we want them to go. The problem is, if we drop them in straight away, they might go a little too fast. So we'll leave the track disconnected at that point. So now we've got to go up to the surface. Bram Minus says, do you know how to make animations? Not really, but I've got a good idea of what can go into it. X, when you first played Minecraft, did you like it or was it okay? TBM ready. Do you know what? I've told this story before, but it kind of gets fuzzier each time you remember. I think my initial reaction was like, oh, okay. And then I saw when I played it, I was like, oh, alright. And then I played a game where I followed some instructions on how to play, like, you know, jotting around in the world, didn't really get it, and then nighttime came and I had to hide, and I was absolutely like terrified of these noises outside, which were zombies. But then I was digging in this hole and I started clearing out like a very basic and small space, and I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And then I like build a little staircase and like a second floor, and I'm literally talking about like just a smooth stone room. Like there was no decorations, nothing looked good about it, and then I was like hooked. So I was like, this is awesome. Even though I just built like the most ugly looking room ever. Yeah, I just kind of I like got it, I guess you could say, and that was like 4+ years ago. Do you play any other games in your time like COD? I don't like murder simulators, like shooters like that. I like Doom though. That's fun because you're shooting crazy alien creatures that don't really exist. Yeah, I do play other games, not shooters really. Doom on occasion. Rate Minecraft from 1 to 10. 100? But yeah, I play Hammer Watch with Cube. That was fantastic, that game. Going to play that again for sure. Right, so we went out by 2 blocks. So the place to drop them down is right here. I would have liked that back, but okay. And we've got to get the sheep. They're going to be a pain, aren't they? And I don't have my leads. Okay, what we would... Oh, I don't have a transparent block with me. We're going to go grab a couple of things. Some of you are saying murder simulators. Well, yeah, like, what do you think Call of Duty is? Like, training you for war, basically. You just play a game where you constantly kill other people. It's disgusting. Let's, as I said that, I felt like a bit of a hypocrite because I've been interested in a game called Riot for some time where you... people will probably get killed in that game, and it's like riots. It's like a riot simulator. Right, what did I come here looking for? I thought that might be useful, and I think also leads, which are over on this side, somewhere around here. Oh, I can never quite remember. There we go. Also, some of those should have been sorted out. I got a feeling my sorters broke somewhere as well. Murder Sheep emulator, says Rodos. Yeah, you could argue that. I mean, but like, look at what this game is about. This game isn't about murdering sheep. If you wanted to make a game about murdering sheep, you could create 3D guts, blood, all kinds of like horrible stuff. That's not the point of Minecraft. The point of Minecraft is taking care of your sheep and putting them in a little pen on top of some glass with a fall to their death directly below, obviously. This isn't a game where we're simulating murder of sheep. You know, it's like fantasy violence, or I don't know. Like, whereas Call of Duty is about realism. It's about, like, it's so real. It's like, it's almost like army training. Like, many of the guns and stuff are like actually the ones that they use in the army and such. Right, we're gonna have to borrow a rail here. Yeah, and a lot of it is endorsed by the military as well. Let's break that slab. Yeah, so my point is, like, oh, where are you going? Don't be going anywhere except into that minecart. Get in that no! Get in the minecart, you. Get in the yes! Right, test sheep. Go on, test. Oh, it looks like the lead is messing around with it a bit here. Oh, no. Can we make it work with the lead? Go on. Go. Ah. No. Oh, no. No, this is a pain. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. Ah. Oh. Let's try it again. Oh, it's not going to happen again. We need some more rails. We need some more blocks. I need to eat some food. Oh, well. I think Carmageddon had a lot of sheep murdering in it, says Enderno, is that it? Yeah, Carmageddon, that's a violent old game. Sumi, use wheat. Ah, yes. Misalu, good idea. Okay, yeah, we'll take that and we use wheat, which I don't have on me. Any wheat in there? Aha, got it. Why don't you use Faithful, says FlorisVer123. It is because I like default. I think default looks great. X, do you mean it's a glass pane? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, minecart and then wheat. What's all that about? Come back here, you. Right, minecart and wheat. We don't want them there. That's what we want. Yes, yes. No. Let me get back up there. Don't go off the edge. Right, hold shift. There we go. Right. Right, get behind it. Push it. Go on, go on, go on. Right, sweet. It survived. It survived. So we know what we're doing here now. X, what TV shows are you into, says Cray Moon. I love The American Office. That is probably my favourite comedy of all time. And I've actually brought myself the box set and been watching all the deleted scenes and some of my favourite episodes again. I love that show. It's so funny. It really is. Oh. That's it. Just go back and forth. Right. Who's smart? You're smart. Now you get to go down to the area down below. We'll take 2 of them for now and test with that. Bam. Nicely done. Cool. Right. Round we go. We want to go all the way down, but we want to do it the super fun way. Oh, can we? Oh no, that thing's in the way! Oh! Oh! That was epic! That was absolutely epic. Yes. I am proud of the jump that we just made. That was cool. Right, let's celebrate by nudging sheep onto minecart tracks. That's the normal way to celebrate things these days. Right, go in that direction, you. X, you called the sheep a pane, you were calling it a glass pane. Why is the sheep a glass pane then? That's what I don't get. Right, these chaps are going to shoot off, so we need to follow them. Did I power that detector rail? And they've escaped to the right hand side. Quick, kill them. No, don't kill them. Nudge them into a corner and secure them. Yes, that's what we'll do. Nice, nice. What are you going to do? You're going to come over here, aren't you? There we go. Right into the spot. Cool, right, they've been secured. And that means that we're good to build this, and it's on this side over here, so we can destroy all of that. Actually, let's leave that glass in. Grab some more of it. X was the server temporarily on 1.9, says Oman J. Yes, it was, and the update failed miserably. Update definitely failed. Right, I would love to complete this, but I usually don't stream for more than 2 hours because my voice starts to get sore. But epic progress over here, really. Like, we know what we're going to build. We're going to finish the sheep farm, and we've set up the drop for the sheep to go down, and we've got some sheep down here already. So, as always, thank you so much for watching the stream, including Bowie, whose message was just deleted. I was about to read that, but whatever. As always, thank you so much for watching. You. That's right, you. No, I'm joking. I feel like I need to say something. I don't know what. Thank you to everyone for coming along, watching the stream, for subscribing, donating, hitting the follow button, and if you've done all of that or none of that and you just came here to watch, then thank you as well. Had a great time today, so I hope you all did too. And guess what we're going to do now? It's going to do a raid. We're going to go raid someone else. I'm going to quickly check who is streaming, so don't go anywhere. Do not click that close button, you're not allowed to. Actually, you can if you really want to, but we're going to do a raid, so stick around while I chat mindlessly. Come on, Twitch, load. Okay, Hermitcraft group, let's see what they're doing. Is anyone streaming in Hermitcraft? Zul'jin is! Let's go raid my good buddy Zul'jin. Awesome. Okay, right, I'm going to send you all over to Zul'jin's channel. You know what to do. It's an X raid. Thank you as always so much, and I will catch